Once upon a time, a fisherman casts his net into a blue, shimmering sea. A day like any other, the sun shining high in the sky, the waves lapping against the side of the boat. Our fisherman, with his weathered hands and hopeful heart, hurls his net with all his might, dreaming of a catch that will fill his basket to the brim. As the net sinks deep beneath the surface, the fisherman waits patiently, his anticipation building with each passing moment. And then he feels a tug. With a mighty heave, he pulls the net back on board. But what's this? Instead of the usual fish, his net is weighed down by a single golden fish. A fish that speaks in a human voice, pleading for its freedom. The golden fish promises him a wish if he lets it go. Intrigued and bewildered, the fisherman releases the golden fish back into the sea, wondering if he made the right decision. Returning home, the fisherman tells his wife about the golden fish and the wish it promised. Overcome by curiosity and a hint of greed, his wife's eyes sparkle with a new idea. She insists, almost demands, that he go back to the sea. She wants a new house, bigger and grander than their wobbly old hut. With a heavy heart, the fisherman agrees to her request. So, back to the sea he goes, his voice echoing across the endless blue, calling out for the golden fish. And lo and behold, the golden fish appears once again, shimmering under the sunlight. It hears the fisherman's wish, and with a graceful flick of its tail, it grants him his desire. Returning home, he feels a change in the air. Where his old hut used to balance precariously, now stands a big, beautiful house. He looks at it in awe, realizing the power of the golden fish's promise was true. The new house was not enough to satisfy the fisherman's wife. She started dreaming bigger, imagining herself as a queen living in a grand palace. Her desires knew no bounds, and no sooner had she settled into her new home than she began yearning for more. Her eyes sparkled at the thought of sitting on a throne. Her heart pounded with the thrill of ruling over a kingdom. The fisherman, though hesitant, felt compelled to fulfill his wife's wishes. So, once again, he set out on his boat, sailing into the shimmering sea. The golden fish, as always, appeared, ready to grant his wish, but the wife's greed didn't stop at becoming a queen. No, she wanted more. She desired to rule the sea, to command all the fishes. Her ambition was as vast as the ocean itself. Despite feeling deeply troubled, the fisherman returns to the sea to ask the golden fish for one more wish. When the fisherman asks the golden fish to make his wife the ruler of the sea, it swims away in silence. The fisherman, with a sinking heart, makes his way back to what he thought was his grand palace. But instead, he finds their old simple hut standing where the palace used to be. His wife, dressed in her old, worn-out clothes, is just as bewildered as he is, with no memory of their luxurious life or the wishes they had made. It dawns on them that the golden fish had taken back everything it had bestowed upon them. The grand palace, the expensive clothes, the power, and the riches, all were gone. They had asked for too much, and now they were back to their old life. The fisherman and his wife hold hands, realizing their grave mistake. They promise each other to be content with what they have, to appreciate their simple life and not let greed cloud their judgment. And from that day forward, they lived a humble and happy life, always remembering that greed leads to nothing but loss.